Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp. Welcome back to some Counter-Strike. Today we're doing another commentary over top of the gameplay here. It's something I've enjoyed doing a lot with Counter-Strike, so I think I'm going to try and do it more often, even if that means maybe put up a couple of Counter-Strike videos a week when there's montage videos available. But today we're going to be talking about something a little bit, in my opinion, pretty important to the Counter-Strike community and to Counter-Strike as a game. I think it's if you've seen in the past couple of updates, it's pretty clear that there's a divide between what's a priority in the eyes of the developers of the game and what's a priority in the eyes of the players of the game. Obviously, we've seen pretty extensive updates to the sounds of the game, and the gameplay itself, not so much. So in the background here, we have an Overwatch. I actually couldn't figure out whether or not this guy was hacking. There's a couple sketchy plays in the gameplay, but aside from that, it seems pretty normal. So I ended up just postponing my judgment, and I wasn't really sure what to do with that. But anyways, back to what the video is about. So one of the larger YouTubers, Nick Bunyan, sort of trying to address this divide between the devs and the players of Counter-Strike by starting a petition. And so what we're going to be talking about today is that petition, what it's all about, what my opinion is on it, and all that good stuff there. So anyways, hope you guys are having a good Monday, and let's hop right into it. So the first thing, this is one of the sketchy plays actually, so I'll wait and you can watch this and you can tell me what you think. This, I was a little bit, I don't know if it's just a real lucky flick or what it is, but yeah, so there's that. I'm not sure about what that is, but anyways, back to this. So for those of you who are not aware, Nick Bunyan, pretty large YouTuber. He's got I think just under 1 million subs, 990,000 I believe, but don't quote me on that. He started a petition basically sort of just articulating what I said, that the devs are not making improvement of the game and sort of like the removal of cheaters a priority, and in his eyes that needs to be addressed. And so the petition is mainly about two things. The first thing is that they need to fix the hitboxes, which I agree are pretty broken. And the second thing is they need to sort of redo or fix the VAC anti-cheat system because it's not doing a good job. Hitboxes are what they are. They've tried to fix them before, and I'm just going to leave it at that. That's not really what I want to address in this video. What I am going to address is the VAC anti-cheat system that Valve has, and sort of give my opinions on that. So, firstly, I want to point out that I agree 100% with this petition. I think that something needed to be done to address this issue, because it's pretty clear what I see as an issue, what famous bigger YouTubers, Nick Bunyan, those guys sees an issue, what pretty much every player in Counter-Strike sees as an issue is not seen as an issue with the devs. Thinking back, it's just in my head that I can think of. We had the R8 update, which was just a joke in itself. We had the whole redoing of the ranking system, which is one thing that they did get right. In hindsight, they got that right, I think. But they had the new knives, and just all the new sounds. Those are pretty much the main updates that they've had, and none of these issues really. I think along the way they tried to address hitboxes and sort of fix it, but not really. But they didn't really have anything aside from Matchmaking Prime to address hacking in Counter-Strike. And I think that Matchmaking Prime, while it's a great thing, sort of just demonstrated that the devs were aware of the issues they have with hacking, and rather than try and develop a system to better address hacking or better identify it, they just chose to make it so that you would have to have your phone number registered to join Prime. But if someone's been hacking and they have thousands of hours with aim or thousands of hours with walls and they haven't been caught, then why would they be afraid to register their phone number? Because they're not going to get caught. That's the way it is. There's hackers that are playing with thousands and thousands of hours, and basically what Valve has done is it's created non-matchmaking lobbies as just lobbies for smurfs who aren't smart enough to register a friend's phone, and for hackers. And that's pretty much the only thing that you cannot play now without Matchmaking Prime, or you might as well, in the words of Nick Bunyan, just be playing in a hacking lobby, because that's what you're going to get. And so I think that something needs to be done. There's got to be a way to figure out who's cheating and who's not. Whether that is, and I don't know if this is possible, but one idea I have, one possible solution would be to have if the game is able to tell which keys you're pressing and what your settings are, and what, all that kind of stuff. If they can tell if you have a bind, make every single bind a bannable offense. And sure, that would get rid of binds. You can't have your text chats saying like "dicks out" for Harambe, but I mean, I don't think that it's going to take away from the game. Honestly, it might make the game less irritating because you get people who have binds, just irritating text things, and because if you start with the binds, it sort of works from there. I think that it would create a game that's less able to sort of find exploits in the game, and it would just be more skill-based, because ultimately the point of Counter-Strike, in the eyes of the players at least, is to have it be a skill-based game. And if somebody spent half the time developing a good smoke that they did a good bind, then that would sort of be more fair, in my opinion. If you have someone who doesn't know how to have binds or set binds, or even if you have a smoke that's only reachable with a bind, then that's not, in my opinion, a fair way to play the game. And so, if you start with that and maybe make everything that's not in the Counter-Strike, like not in a positive environment in Counter-Strike, bannable offense, obviously that's a little bit of the Iron Fist, and I'm not sure if that's the right solution, but there's got to be something better than what they have right now. Because right now, I don't know if VAC is getting anybody who's cheating, and they just come up with better cheats, and then there's no banning. And so, like, I don't think that that's okay. And obviously, I want smurfing to be addressed as well, but if Valve cannot even address hacking in the game, how is it reasonable to expect them to be able to address smurfing? Where someone's not hacking, they just buy a second account. And I think that those are the two things that are the biggest problem, is that the community itself wants to end hacking in the game. And there's this terrible issue where it starts at the top and it starts at global, and it sort of has trickled down. And the whole cause of smurfing, part of it is other smurfs, and part of it is hacking, and then part of it is players not wanting to win every game. But I think that a large part of smurfing is that in the higher levels, in the globals, in the LEMs, you have hackers and smurfs there. Or not really smurfs in global. You can't smurf in global, you're global, you're global. But you have hackers in global who play against other global players who are legit. And those players get frustrated because they're not getting banned, the hackers aren't getting banned, and so global is tainted. So the global players, the legit global players, buy smurf accounts and go smurf in LEM and LE, and then the LE players are pissed off that they're smurfs in their rank, so they buy smurf accounts and go play in MG and MG2, MGE. The MG players play in Nova 1 with their smurf accounts, and Nova players play in Silver, and then the Silver players aren't good enough to buy smurf accounts. But that's what's happened to the game. And so that's the whole reason they had to redo the rank format, was because there was so many smurf accounts being made that the ranks couldn't figure out where to put them, because people were deliberately throwing the game. And I think that another thing is that griefing, in my opinion, should not be a 30-day offense. I think that griefing, and this is how you address the smurfing, is if you are reported for griefing, first of all, when you're doing Overwatch, you should be able to tell what the person's reported for, and you should be able to go from there. If it's griefing, you should know it's griefing going in. If it's aims, you should know it's aims going in. But that's pretty much it. The Overwatch and VAC need to work better together, and the people doing Overwatch need to have more information, and VAC just needs to figure out a way to actually identify cheaters properly. So that's everything. If you enjoyed, if you agreed, if you don't agree, let me know in the comments down below. If you're new to my channel and you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. So more CSGO will be coming out soon. Hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Gamefruitpulp, and I will see you guys all later.